Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Welcome to another episode of The Worst Writer in the World.
With me, Howard Brilliant Long.
With Howard Brilliant Wrong.
And
wrong. Howard, I completed my accent and said Howard Brilliant Wrong. Like my brain just made me say wrong after I said Howard Brilliant.
Brilliant right.
Yeah, no,
Right.
absolutely. Howard Brilliant.
Right
Just Howard Brilliant.
Howard right brilliant is.
This show is, as always, supported by our lovely patrons on Patreon. Right? And this week we've got two plots so far,
Wow.
both written by members of our secret gang. The first one is by Dominic Maniti. Will, a man so boring that his parents killed themselves to give him a story to tell people,
Yes.
takes a 5 a.m. London Eye ride with Eve, a woman so rude that she interrupts said story to tell Will that she wants to be a woman nurse. At a linear coffee shop, Will deconstructs the joke about a chicken. Turns out it's been about suicide all along. And our second plot so far this week is written by a person who only got a tiny part of his plot so far in recently, but this week has got a whole plot so far.
What?
It's Jeremy Shelton.
Three.
Kichigonai, creator of the day and god of light, demands tribute. So in a pod on the London Eye, it falls upon Will to sacrifice his dignity by performing In the Light by Chaz and Dave. Because Eve won't stop rabbiting on, jokes, since there ain't no pleasing her. He reminds her of his dead desert captain dad, so she blurts out that she's training to be a nurse. Kichigonai, pleased with the offering, brings forth the morning. We find Will and Eve in a shop where they look at each other and buy things. Then it's coffee time. Will tells Eve his best joke. She says it's rubbish. So he explains that it's about how the chicken wants to get run over. Seriously, all Will thinks about is suicide. Now they're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Willesden Nursing and Dementia Care Home.
Yes.
Next scene, exterior, sunny retirement home, day.
Wow, it would be sunny, wouldn't it, if it was day? Moony retirement home day. But what's going on?
That's not
What's going on?
Those aren't synonyms of day and night. Sunny and moony. You've misunderstood what the word sunny
fucking hell,
means.
it's moony at night. What are you talking about?
Not
That's what it
always.
means.
Not always.
You did what?
Only when the moon is up. Interior, sunny retirement home, office, day.
Sunny retirement home.
I think you spent a long time on that name.
Such a lazy.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be
Lazy name.
Daddy retirement home. Eve's gran, Lizzie, or Elizabeth, is a no-nonsense, sprightly-looking lady somewhere in her early 70s. You think I know what I'm going to do her?
Is she hot? Is she beautiful?
Is. Wait a minute, she is well hot.
Yeah, well,
No, but she was. It doesn't say. I mean, you almost other really bad writers would absolutely at this point say she was beautiful when she was young.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you don't. You say a formidable woman in her time. So all the more sad now that she is deteriorating. She is engaged in a child's intelligence game where she has to place the correct blocks in the correct shaped holes. All right, so I've got Doctor and Lizzie.
Hello, just me, Doctor Who.
He's already been in it.
Okay,
though.
man.
Oh, I'm going to do Lizzie as sir, because I think it'll suit her. Sir.
Well, the Doctor's a lady as well.
Yeah, I know.
Because it said she's attractive. Did it say she had big boobs? Or did I imagine that?
Just attractive.
Okay.
She is a large...
That's what attractive means,
It says
though,
she is a large, attractive woman.
I mean, a large person? Who do we know that's large? Hello. I'm the Doctor Who. I'll be your Doctor Who for today. What can I cure you from? Have you got
Well, it's got to be a
lurgy?
woman, hasn't it? So
Yeah.
it's got to be woman, Gret
Yeah.
Ditchleaf. All right, then. So, Eve and Will enter.
Even Will.
Even Will.
Okay, yeah. What about Odd Will? Is he? He's outside being weird.
Yeah.
He's so weird.
Well, Even Will's a new character in this because it's all been Odd Will before now.
Yeah.
Eve and Will enter. And the woman doctor, says, Lizzie, look who's here. Lizzie looks up. Oh, sir.
So the script is you just be adding that.
She says,
line,
oh, sir, Mary. Oh, Mary, sir. Thank heavens you're here. So she's getting her name wrong, right? Because Eve's walked in and she's going, oh, Mary, sir. Why? Thank heavens you're here.
Maybe the doctor's called Mary.
No, because Eve says, no, Nan, it's Eve, your granddaughter. Mary's your daughter.
Oh, right.
Lizzie shuffles forward. Oh, sir, I know, Eve. Little Evie. I can get a name wrong, can't I? It doesn't make me crazy. No. Give me a hug, then. Oh, sir. Oh, I like a hug. Oh. Sir, they keep asking me probing questions. What do they want? Lizzie moves away to the child's game on the table. And look at this. How old am I? 7 or 70? There's nothing wrong with me, Mary. Eve, there's nothing wrong with me, Eve. Nobody thinks there's anything wrong with you.
But they do.
Yeah, the doctor. Actually,
Yeah.
I think you'll find we do. That's why she's in a home.
Yeah.
That's why she's got 24-hour care, because there are many things wrong with her.
Yeah, we're doing tests for how
wrong she is. Yeah. So far, 80% wrong. Are you sure you're a doctor? Nobody thinks there's anything wrong with you. There is no wrong or right, Lizzie. We just randomly put people in, in mental institutions. Everyone in the hospital. There is no wrong or right, Lizzie. But we do need to ask you a few simple questions just to see where you'd be happier living. I thought I'd wait to do my psychological evaluation until I had an audience. Can't do it any other time. I've got to do it when there's an audience and a camera crew here. Okay, so here we go.
Musician. We need a musician.
I'm perfectly happy here, thank you. Yes, but there's another place. You might like it even better.
It's coffin.
It's called a coffin.
Sorry.
I'm happy here. Please, Nan, just try. Remember,
You might enjoy being dead. you might really enjoy it, and then I'll get all your houses and things.
You've got so many houses, and I've got no houses. Instead of going home at night, I have to find some random man to walk around the streets with because I've got nowhere to sleep.
I've decided to become a nurse, and the pay is a pittance, apparently, so I'm going to need your houses.
You're going to need 10 houses.
She wants to be a nurse, and she's in this,
Nursing home,
nursing home. Like,
yeah.
she's probably learning a bit. Like,
Should be paying attention, yeah. Well, she is. She's practicing, placating her nan, isn't she? She's trying to
Nan-placation. That's a really good, really good asset.
Depends what kind of nurse you're going to be, you know.
Nan-placator.
If you're going to be a nan-placating nurse, you really need to be good at this. Lizzie ponders for a time. Ooh, zer, zer. Oh, zer. Oh, zer, zer.
Right.
Zer.
Yeah. Very good.
Ooh, zer. Zer. Frowns. Zer. Zer.
Goes to the moon. Meets a donkey.
Yeah. Spins around in circles.
Has a shit.
Yeah. Sings a song.
Sings another song.
Yeah. Tells a great joke.
Yeah.
Which will then deconstruct. Well, maybe the zer. The reason the zer was crossing the zer was to get to the other zer dead. Right.
What? Nothing.
Just ignore me. I'm not really adding anything to this conversation. Oh, zer. So, that's what that happens in that moment there.
Weird film. Then.
Yeah, this is just one short stage direction. She does all that and then sits, is what it says. The doctor takes a sheet of paper and sits down opposite Elizabeth. Does everybody want to take a seat? Says the doctor.
I'll take this one, thank
Milk. Finally, I've got something out of this evening. Even Will sit near Elizabeth. Okay, Lizzie, these are 10 questions. It's not a test, just try to answer them to the best of your knowledge. Mm-hmm. Number 1, who won the World Cup in 1984?
Sounds like a fun.
Yeah, no, that was me. That was a little joke by me.
Right, okay.
Little joke by me. Not a test, but here's a test.
Not a test.
In less than 2,000 words, discuss the following. Fewer, not less. Just correcting myself. Oh, well, no, correcting the doctor. Get it right, doctor. Get it right, Doctor Who. Okay, Lizzie, these are 10 questions. It's not a test. Just try to answer them to the best of your knowledge. Oh, yes, she said, are they sports? I don't know sport. I'll need Horace for the sport ones. You can see Horace after. Don't give me any sport ones. There's no sport. That's a lie. I mean, there's loads of sport.
Yeah.
This doctor's just like, there's no sport. Sport doesn't exist. You've imagined it.
Okay, anyway, question 1 of my 10 sports questions.
What is football?
What is sport? How many sports are there?
I don't know. There's no sport. Just say there's no sport.
Why did the sport cross the road? Knock,
get
knock.
to the other sports.
Who's there? Sport is there. What's the sport doing there?
How many sports does it take to change a sport bulb?
Yeah.
Yeah. The doctor's like just gaslighting the shit out of Lizzie. There's no such thing as sport, all right? Now, here's some questions about sport.
Well, how old was your daughter and your granddaughter when her tits got out on a tennis court?
And have you got any pictures? How did you know about that? I've been following you all night. I've been following you around.
Yeah.
I'm a woman, don't forget
I'm a woman following around. I needed some questions for my sport question book.
So I thought, sport question number 1, boobs.
Boobs. Tennis court.
Tennis tits. That's close enough.
What kind of tits does your granddaughter have? Are they football tits?
What sport are your granddaughter's tits named after?
A, football. B, rugby. Oh, that'd be weird, wouldn't they?
All rugby tits, yeah.
B.
Hang on a minute. I may be the mad one, but I think we just had 2 Bs.
C, tennis.
C, tennis. Or you think I'll go for A, football tits? Wrong, you're mad.
That's wishful thinking, isn't it?
You get one of these completely insane questions
Yeah.
wrong. Impossible. You're like, wrong, you're mad.
Yeah.
Now you have to die. What?
Get in that coffin. Get in it. Be dead. Roll over.
I'm not.
Be dead.
Are you sure this is how psychiatry works? Right, so the doctor is giving Lizzie a test to see if she's mad or not.
Yeah.
Right? In a very accurate representation of psychiatry. Well researched, I would say, filmic representation of how psychiatry works.
You might believe that this is just really bad writing, but it might be connected to the very important twist that you're going to find
Hang
out.
on, there's a twist?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Have you mentioned this before?
Yeah, the twist is going to turn out that none of these people are really real.
Yeah, they're all figments of the doctor's imagination.
Yeah.
The doctor's just someone who sits in a room giving imaginary people tests. All right. The doctor, she says, OK. Before we start, since you're here, sir, can you tell us your name and profession, please? Me? All right. I'm William Fletcher. I'm a musician.
Liar, you're an unemployed.
Were you listening, Lizzie? Yes. Can you repeat what he said? He said he's called William Fletcher, and he's a musician stroke unemployed loser. Very good. I'm not an idiot. No, of course. Now, what is your age?
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, you've still got lots of sport questions
Yeah.
to prove if you're an idiot or not. Okay, tennis tits. Here we go. Tennis tits question 1.
Yeah. How many tennis tits?
How many tennis tits has your granddaughter got? What?
Is it
You're
A?
mad.
Is it A? 3. B? 4.
Or B?
Or B? 5. Oh dear.
Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Yeah. Yeah. You're mad. In the coffin.
Yeah. Get it. No questions.
Get in the coffin.
in the coffin.
You didn't get the how many boobs your granddaughter got right.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sir, you said 3, 4 or 5.
2 wasn't an option. And there was no C.
She's definitely got 2. Okay. Now, what is the name of this place we're in?
Oh, is it a football stadium?
Is it
Basketball? It's a tennis court.
Earth? That's right, yeah. Okay, got you on that one. You did get me on that one. Well done. Congratulations, you win.
Get-
round 3 to you.
Get out the coffin. You can
Get in the coffin, me. Yeah.
I'm getting in the coffin.
All right, question 4.
Yeah, oh shit, it's a very dangerous
Yeah,
game.
it's just like who's in there on question
If she gets
10.
one more right, I have to bury myself.
Do you know who I am? Don't you? She says. I do. I want to know if you know. You're the Doctor Who. And this young lady? That's my granddaughter,
Yes.
Eve.
Well done, well
She's getting it
done.
right. She can get out the coffin. The Doctor says, in which year did the First World War begin?
Oh, fucking who knows that? Shut up!
Everyone knows that.
Nobody knows that. It's just stupid questions. And how is that easier than sport? History. I think more people. I mean, not me personally, but I think more people know sports questions than they do history questions. People
I
like
mean-
who won the World War Cup. Getting too
I
mixed
mean,
up there.
yeah, you're not a good example for either one. You know so little about sports and history that you don't know there's no such thing as a World War Cup. Who won the World War Cup in 1975?
Yeah, well, you know, you know what I'm talking about. But if people asked a football question that was about the World Cup, then more people would know that than they would do when what's the question about the World War?
I don't know.
When it happened or when it started
No, the
and
First
finished?
World War. People know
Started.
that. Yeah, people know that. I mean, other things like history. You're right.
1914.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes!
I mean, I think
When
you're
did
right.
England win the World War Cup? 1966.
Yeah, but when did someone else who won the last World Cup? Like last year.
Was it last year?
No, this year. Yeah, it was this year.
Oh, no.
So who won the World Cup that was a few months ago out?
France. Was
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it was.
Was
Yeah.
it?
But you had to think equally long as you did about when the First World War started. She says, the doctor's she says, what is the name of the current monarch? Lizzie says, what? The king or queen? Well, which is it, king or queen?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me. Is this a trick question? No, Nan. Elizabeth? Thank you. Oh, okay. Is that... I don't know if this is what's happening here, but she says Elizabeth. And it seems like she's correcting Eve for calling her Nan, because her name is Elizabeth. So it seems like what's happening there is this a trick question? No, Nan. Elizabeth? Like, call me Elizabeth, that's my name, whoever you are, you
Yeah.
weird stranger. And then the doctor's like, well done, that's the correct answer.
It might be.
It does seem like it might be. It's difficult to tell, because it comes out, otherwise the answer comes a bit out of nowhere. But I suppose it does make that. It could be read either way. Anyway, let's read it the good way. Mm-hmm. As 100% Dagenham. Is this a trick question? No, Nan. Elizabeth, thank you. And can you count backwards from 10? Excuse me. Mr. Will Fletcher, would you mind not doing that? This is a serious test that I only do with an audience. Okay.
10, 9, A, B, milk, 1, 20. Yeah, win. The win.
Yeah, I've got it right? And finally, could you tell me the name and profession of this gentleman? No, I've never seen him before in my life. Is he a friend of yours, Mary? Pause.
Arr!
Eve controls her upset.
Does she? Good, it's a good line.
Eve controls her upset.
And do some good stage directions.
So the test is done. The doctor has administered the mad test to Eve's grandma, and then
Did she pass or fail?
Oh, well, that's
And what does that mean?
well, that's what we don't know.
Okay.
Because the doctor and Eve left the room. They went off to talk to each other about the results of that test.
Yeah.
Right. So Eve knows, but we don't. Yeah, we haven't seen that. And now Eve is going back outside to meet Will and tell him what happened, because at times like this, really intense, important moments like this, it's good to confide in an old friend who you met 5 hours ago outside a pub being attacked by a tramp. Right? That's who you need to talk to at these times. All right, so here we go. The doctor thinks it's Alzheimer's. I mean,
Thinks what's Alzheimer's?
the answer to question 3, what's the name of the monarch? The doctor thinks it's Queen Alzheimer's, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong, so I don't think I trust her to look after my gran anymore. So, do you mind helping me kidnap my gran?
Concerned about that whole test was about trying to get my gran to climb into a coffin.
I don't think that's normal practice.
Probably move her out of here. Do you think that's...
Yeah. Oh, God. I'm so tired, Will. I don't want to talk. I just want to sleep with you.
Yeah!
Okay, let's go.
Get it on.
I think it's going to start pouring pretty soon.
Yeah.
This seems like the moment in the film where lots of rain has to happen for drama purposes.
And wet. Yeah, let's go. We can go back to mine if you like, but it's in a tennis court that's locked. It's in a tennis court locked.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to climb over the
We're gonna have
fence
to climb over, unfortunately.
You can do that.
You really? Yeah, also, on the way there's a lot of tennis courts in the way. There's a lot of locked tennis courts between here and my flat. We're going to have to climb over all of them.
A lot of them.
I don't know what's going to happen, but you never know, do you? I
Put my camera just in case.
Do you want to take your bra off?
Yeah. It seems a bit tight.
Seems a bit restrictive, like, of your boobs. Maybe you should leave it here.
You've had a stressful day and it's probably very tight. You should take your
or
bra
probably
off
very
and climb
uncomfortable.
over this tennis court.
Yeah, you're probably feeling very uncomfortable at the moment.
What?
Nothing. I just found out my gran's got Alzheimer's and you're trying to trick me into getting my boobs out. You're the worst man in the world. Yeah, probably, yeah, but I am going to kill myself, so that's good.
What?
Nothing. No, she says I just want to sleep, and Will says, okay, let's go. I think it's going to start pouring pretty soon. Like he's holding some milk. I've got a feeling. The milk's going to start pouring. I better get some coffee under it.
What risk's going?
Get some cereal under it. I've got a breakfast.
I can't hold it.
He's got really stringent habits. That's what his post-its are about. They tell him what time to do things.
Yeah.
And he's like, this time of the day I always pour milk into my cereal. And I've got the milk. But no cereal. Quick run home.
Yeah.
Exterior street day. The rain becomes heavier as they run. The rain becomes
So it's their fault.
If we walk.
walk quite slowly because this raindrop is a kilogram now. It's a kilogram raindrop, and they're getting very painful.
If we walk slowly backwards, the rain will go up and be really light.
Yeah. And because it's quite heavy rain, maybe we can stand on it and go to heaven.
Sure, that's how rain works, Will.
Yeah, heavy rain. Yeah. The rain becomes heavier as they run. We were very mean about that sentence, considering it makes perfect sense. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that sentence, but we were both really mean
because
about
it's
it.
like as they run, as though it's connected somehow. As they run.
But it doesn't say the rain becomes heavier because they run.
Yeah, but it should say the rain becomes heavier. Full stop. They are running.
yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
All right. They reach a bus shelter and stop to escape the rain.
Right.
I'm drenched. Let's wait to see if it lets up a little. Or if anyone decides to run backwards and make it go up. We didn't do it, but someone else might. You must be freezing. I am, and I have your coat. And your other coat that you gave me earlier.
And 12 of your guitarists. I got a right fucking stash going on here.
And your trousers.
Yeah. And your suicide.
What? Nothing. I mean, she has essentially stolen his suicide, hasn't she? Because he was gonna do it until he met her.
Yeah.
She has, and she's distracted him the whole night. She's a suicide thief.
Yeah, she is. But I mean, that's not a bad thing.
That's a brilliant thing. Well done, her. More people should be suicide thieves. All right. You must be freezing. I am, and I have your coat. Here. She holds the coat over both of them. He gazes down on her. She thinks he's going to kiss her.
Oh.
But he doesn't.
Why does she...
Instead, he says, I have a gift for you.
Ooh, could be a kiss. Could be a kiss.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ah, yes,
Not my gift, not my gift. I have a gift for you.
Oh.
He reaches into the coat pocket and pulls out a box. She opens the box.
Good TARDIS.
She opens the box. They go on a time travel adventure in the TARDIS with Doctor Who.
Yay.
No, nothing quite so exciting. She opens the box with the photo frame
Jack in the
contained
box
within
jumps out and goes...
and kills her. Yeah. No, it's got a photo frame in it. He bought her a photo frame for the Polaroid to remember me by. She is worried now by the phrase to remember me by that she will never see him again. She's worried that she'll never see him again because he used the phrase to remember me by.
Okay, yeah, good direction there.
And she's got to show that on her face.
Good. Okay, we'll try that scene again. Eve, could you pull a I'm worried I'll never see him again ever now because he just said to remember me by face, please.
No, that's not a thing. That's not an expression.
It's in the script, so I'm afraid you're going to have to do it.
Yeah, we can pull a she is worried now by the phrase to remember me by that she will never see him again face Beryl to do it.
Yeah. Bring in the stunt Beryl. Yeah. You can see that. You can see that, my friends. But I just did the most amazing worried I'll never see him again because he said, "Remember me by face." What? He was good.
Howard did a surprised by an unexpected dog. eyes. like when you're in a room in a house and you think there's no dogs in the house. And you look around and there's one sitting in the corner.
Just floating.
Like, no, just sitting there. Just a normal
On the
dog.
ceiling.
But it's
Sitting
just
on the
it's
ceiling.
just totally unexpected because
Just
you're
a regular dog.
Yeah, just a regular dog being regular. But you know, if like in this room we know we haven't got a dog, right? And we know there's no dogs in our house as far as we're concerned. So if there was one in the corner of the room and you just look around and there's a fucking dog there, you'd be like, right?
Yeah,
and
okay,
you
good
pull
point.
that face that you just pulled.
Well, yeah, but you pulled that face then, and it didn't look like the kind of face that I would pull if I thought that I was never going to see Will again.
Because he used the phrase
Face
to remember me by.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were both right. Okay,
Perception, really.
so
isn't it?
swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. Yeah, it's exactly that. Swings and roundabouts. And slides as well. You know.
And those weird little things on springs. That
Oh, yeah,
you,
they
like,
go
rock
backwards and forwards. Oh, yeah, no, they go fun.
All right. So she's worried, and she does that face that you.
Oh,
did.
yeah, this one.
She's worried because there's an unexpected dog in the corner of the room. No, that's not fair. You should have it. No, you're the lady. And we all know it's traditional for ladies to have picture frames and not men.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
famous
kinda
tradition.
true.
Like
That's
when
true.
a man likes a woman, he buys her a picture frame and puts it on her finger.
Women do like picture
I think
frames.
you've got confused there. I think it's not. You don't put a picture frame on a lady's finger. You do. I've seen it in films. A little small metal round picture frame with a diamond on it.
And then you knock her up and she gives birth to a picture frame. Just joining in.
Yeah.
I've been fucking enough picture frames.
Yeah, it's still weird. No, you're the lady.
Yeah,
Really?
He's just
I'm-
yodeling at that point. He's like, no, you're the lady.
You're the lady. All right. So Will unexpectedly yodels.
Yeah, well, we know he's a singer, so it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
one of his many bows in his arrow.
That is. Yeah. Do you want to see how many bows I've got in my arrow?
That's a very bent arrow you've got there.
It's got a lot of bows in it. Full of bows.
Just follow.
No, Will says, no, you're the lady. And Eve says, really? I'm no lady.
Oh, first hint of that.
He puts the Polaroid in the frame. But I thought you like it, he says, not picking up on the sauciness in the conversation. But I thought you'd like it. I would, wouldn't you? Her eyes are probing his mind. Her eyes are probing his mind.
No, not the mind probe.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, excuse me, director. The script says her eyes are probing his mind. How do you want me? Or could you use laser eye? Could you laser his brain with your eyes? Because otherwise, I don't see how we're going to know that your eyes are probing his mind.
We do not have that capability to make them pop out and get inside his head.
I'm just a regular human.
Do you not have a crank at the back where I can wind them out?
Yes, maybe I'll tell you what. Since she can't do the eyes probing his mind, now you, Will, could you run into the sea, right? Throw your arms up in the air and shout, "She's probing my mind with her eyes." She's probing my mind with her eyes. Yes. At least then we'd know what was happening, and then we'll be sticking to the wonderful script and not ignoring any of the bollocks bits, which I feel we shouldn't do, because it's an excellent script and we really need to stick to its wonderful vision of eyes probing minds.
Yeah, it's really bad when people don't do exactly what you've said.
Yeah, as a writer, you know, a director with their own ideas going, well, I think at this stage she'll just look at him instead.
Yeah. No.
And he won't run into the sea in London. That's how London's worked so far, right?
Yeah.
There's like London Eye, Leadenhall Market, like Tottenham,
Seaside.
Margate, fucking hell.
Yeah, definitely.
They turn the corner and are in Margate. Will runs into the sea
and starts screaming. She's probing my mind with her eyes.
You might have noticed in that last section, I kept saying that Will runs into the sea, right?
Yeah.
And Will suddenly runs into the sea. That's because we watched a video on YouTube earlier today. And if you'd like to hear us watching that bit again to make sense of that, you can do on the extended episode, which is available to the Secret Gang for as little as $2 a month.
Bargain.
Damn right, it's a bargain. Yeah. And you get all these extra bits, and it makes more sense because of them. Sometimes, not often. To be honest, not often.
Yeah, no, yeah, always.
Always, it all makes so much sense.
For as $2 a month, things will start making sense, and not just in our podcast, in your own life.
Yeah, we'll tell you why your brother did that.
Yeah, why Steve left you. It's because he's a dick.
Yeah.
You're better off with that.
Absolutely. Get rid of Steve. Get yourself a John.
Yeah.
That's what we teach in the Howard Long School of boyfriends. Make sure your boyfriend's called John.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so now we go back to Will and Eve, where Will has just gifted Eve a photo frame.
Oh, yeah.
And she is probing his mind with her eyes.
Oh, my God.
I think they really are, because Will says, yes, of course. Yes, of course, master. I will do as you command. I will keep the Polaroid. No, yes, of course. Maybe we can make a copy. Can you copy a Polaroid? He sees she is fishing for hope. She's in the sea as well. They're both in the They're both in the sea. He's in the sea shouting, she's probed my mind with her eyes. She's got her fishing rod out.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm fishing for hope.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can fish for hope. I think that's...
I can't, it's my friend from school.
He sees she is fishing for hope and so gives her some. Do you mind? I'm a bit busy at the moment. How old are you?
Yes.
Do you remember the year of your birth?
No, I was like 0 years old, wasn't I? What do we remember about that?
What is the name of the current monarch?
The Queen. The Queen. The Queen.
Was writer in the world. Was writer in the world. Was writer in the world. Was writer in the world.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Worst Writer in the World.
Hooray!
But I tell you what, it's not enough, is it?
No!
It's not
Have some
enough.
more, please.
I want more. I wonder if there's a place where I could get more stuff by us immediately and just get an absolute ton of it to download straight away or stream or whatever. Is there not a place like that, Howard?
More
Stuff, yeah.
Yes,
that
there
I
is
could
actually,
get
yeah.
right now.
Yes, and
different amounts of stuff based on how much I want to pay. But even if I just wanted to pay $2, I could get a buttload of stuff immediately. Is there a place like that, Howard?
Yes, and it's really easy. You
What's
just
it called?
Go to patreon.com/manbycow.
I'm going there now. I'm there.
Go on. Are you
I've
there?
paid. Hang on, I made all this. What am I doing? I'm a moron.
Yeah, now
All
get
right.
off of your money.
All right, but if I wasn't me, it would be an absolute no-brainer. I would just be doing this immediately because I would get so much stuff that I at the moment already have.
Oh, there's so
I
many
made it.
wonderful things on there
Oh, it's
right
so
now. You
good,
can
yeah.
get them, you can eat them all, you can get them in your gullet, get them,
tell you what.
swallow them down.
One thing you could get
What
is
could you get?
7 chapters of Gret Benchley and the Adventure of the Very Bad Dog.
What?
And that's on the $7 tier. That's really cheap, and you get seven chapters right now.
And the very last episode is about to drop.
In a couple of weeks, yeah, the last episode, it's yours.
So if I join now, I'll get all that, and then I can unjoin and screw you guys over,
Yeah,
and I
you
get the whole thing for $7.
But don't do that because, we're nice people.
Yeah.
All right? But you could do that.
Okay.
All right? And other tiers, you get other things. You join at $12, you get most of the complete history and history of Underspace, as well as all of the other Gret Benchley audiobooks.
How many chapters of that are there?
Oh, 1 million?
A million?
Approximately 1 million.
That seems about right.
It is. And that's just the beginning. I mean, there are so many other episodes and audio commentaries.
Man by Cow episodes.
Videos. Christmas concert.
Christmas concert is there to view right now.
That's for $2
I mean, I know everyone's been asking, where can I see Mr. Chunks? I want to see Mr. Chunks. How can I see Mr. Chunks?
He's been away for so long. Where has he been?
He's back. You can see Mr. Chunks
Yeah.
by joining the gang now.
Oh, it's so good to see him again after so much time.
And the Christmas concert is available to $2.
$2, yeah, absolutely. That's just all it costs you is $2 to
I mean,
see
$2
to see
tickets to see Mr.
Chunks.
Chunks. That's a really cheap ticket price.
Yeah, you see him in the O2, that'll cost you £50.
Yeah.
But you don't have to take our word for it because our gang is full of people who enjoy it.
Yes, there
and
is.
some of them have wrote us a few little testimonials. For example, this one by Stuart Trehorn. I've been listening to podcasts for years, I tell you, and I haven't paid a penny for them. I've listened to some great content from some great people and rarely felt a twinge of guilt that I wasn't giving anything back. Man by Cow is the first podcast I've given money to, and that's because it's the one, brackets, ones, I would miss most if it disappeared. But in addition to the warm, fuzzy feelings I received for my donation, I also got a bunch of amazing stuff. I got extended Worst Writer. I got Secret Gang episodes. I got early Man by Cow episodes and audio commentaries. I got a stupid name and induction into a group of lovable weirdos.
Stuart, that was your name already. We didn't call you
We didn't call you
Stuart
Stuart very
Trehorn, yeah.
Sorry, I'll change it. It should say, I've got a stupid name and was inducted into a group of lovable weirdos. It's much more than I thought it would be, and I'm constantly thinking I should give these two twaslords more money.
Yeah.
Even though I've only been a member for a couple of months, it'd feel really shitty if I had to give it up now. Please don't be like me back then. Be like me now. Or even like me in the future when I get really good at magic space gas and bum thumbing. We'll be back next week with the final episode of Romancing the Howard.
Oh my God! And we're going to hear that twist.
We get to hear the big ending twist. Who's going to turn out to be a man-stroke woman this time?
I tell you what the twist is.
What is it?
Spoilers.
Go on,
Spoilers. Don't listen if you don't want to know what the twist
All
is.
right, I'm not listening.
Will pulls his face off and he's Jim the Tramp all along.
Right, but they were in the same scene together. That's weird.
No, they weren't. You imagine that. It was too long ago. No one remembers that.
No, they definitely were. So thanks for listening, everybody.
Latest taters.
He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.